Hey, good morning everyone. It's May 14th, 2018, about 7:30 a.m. Just doing the morning chores here in the greenhouse. Making sure nothing overflowed during the night, making sure everything's flowing right. Doing the water tests, seeing where everything's at. Still not seeing any nitrate, but I'm almost at 2 parts per million nitrite, so I mean, I know for a fact I don't really have much of a bacterial culture in here yet. I think I might have to go get a jump start sort of kit. I was thinking about just grabbing some cultures out of the lake here, but with the cyanobacteria and other crap we've got in it and the algae problems, I don't even feel comfortable trying to introduce that into my system. That's the whole reason we don't eat the fish from this lake. The whole reason I'm growing fish here, so no, siphon kicking on. So I replumbed this. I don't know if you picked up on that already. So I replumbed this over the weekend. Went down from the 4-way that was here with the capped extension here to just this 2-way, and took this whole long run out here. More on this new little bit over here later. And this is working great. I mean, the ball valves are just full open. The flow rate out of the DWC tank here is working great. Put the little standpipe back in. This is a good height for net pots now, so I'll probably end up getting some net pots in here. I might actually drop this water level down a little more even, because you can see those lines there on the other side. That's about where the lid comes down to when it's fully closed. So, but I'd probably get some net pots in here this week. Siphons are working great. That one just is about to burp here, looks like. They're cycling about every 15. This bed. So I tried a little standalone solution here this weekend. I had an extra pump lying around, so I just grabbed that and some spare pipe and a couple elbows and tried to plumb it independently, just coming out of the sump tank. But at certain points in the cycle, I don't know if I just didn't have it cycling right with the other two beds with the siphons, but due to the nature of the flood and drain using the bell siphons, it was taking a little bit too much water out of the tank at times, and it ended up actually running both the pumps dry for a second before I heard it. I was luckily just outside here prepping for the barbecue we had yesterday, but so that wasn't going to work. So I just shut all that off, and then shortly thereafter, this upper tank here overflowed because I just shut off a ball valve down here, and so that was fun. So I ended up topping up the system this morning with hose water. So we'll see how the goldfish do with that. I'm pretty sure our water is treated with chloramine here, so it'd be 2 weeks about for me to evap it out either way, and I don't have an RO filter to use, so just sort of flying by the seat of my pants, and we'll figure out what works and what doesn't. Other than this, I got some raised beds in outside of all this. Got a little 6x2 and a little 8x2 and out here. You gonna come? Come on. So these start to get sun at about 11 a.m. So we've got peppers and tomatoes over here, and a little hose spigot to irrigate this side and the other side. And we've got our artichokes and some snap peas and some precious gem corn. I'm probably gonna get a couple more starts of corn from the guy I got these from and try to wall off our house here with some corn. Maybe some more peas too. These are already producing. We only had these here. I potted them up into these 6s last week, and they started producing almost immediately after, so excited about that. Come on. Come on. So raised beds in. We had a big barbecue yesterday here for Mother's Day. Invited all the mothers up and barbecued up a whole ton of chicken and burgers, and that was real good. Hopefully get started on the chicken coop here in the next few weeks. This is some of the lumber for it. It's going over here where those roses are. Those roses are coming out. They're dangerous and unnecessary. So yeah, this bed. Back to this from that little divergent. This bed, I don't think it's gonna work for a media bed. So I think what I'm gonna do, because it can't hold that amount of water out of the sump tank. Or at least without me calculating things a lot better, it can't hold that amount of water out of the sump tank. So what I'm gonna do is pull all the media out of it, dump some of this media over into this bed where it needs a little more, and turn it into a deep water culture bed. I'm just gonna take the siphon out and just use the standard, the hole I've already got, with a little standpipe in it probably, and the same pump system here, and just float a raft in it and get some lettuce started here soon. I think that'll probably do the trick. And then I can have, because I don't know if this, I keep on second guessing this as a deep water culture tank here. I'm starting to think maybe I ought to just plumb the radial flow filter in through there, because getting to the radial flow filter up there is proving to be a big hassle. And this thing bows out all over the place. I don't know how comfortable I am with, I don't know how comfortable I am with this. I might do away with it. I might reinforce it. I don't know. I got a lot of work going to get all the way up there for the radial flow filter. The pump's doing a lot of work to get it at 7 feet of head, which is all the pump's rated for. So, might need to do away with that. Broccolis are looking good, surprisingly, somehow. They're just growing. This poor little guy got a little crushed. But he's bouncing back. Okay, well, I think that's it for now. Maybe more on this turning into a deep water culture bed soon.